Then we had kids do talks, kind of like TED Talks.
Right.
And I wouldn't tell anybody what these talks were about. But I remember telling a couple of the board members, I said, I dare you to get through this without losing it. I mean,
Yeah.
these stories of what these kids had endured and became stronger and what they now want to do with their life because of it. And I really think if we give kids that kind of opportunity, I think it's very helpful.
I agree. Absolutely. There were a couple different things that you touched on that I definitely want to touch on when we get back. I mean, one, we're going to take a quick break here in a second, but one, I'm really curious if you want to think about it on the break, what your process was for overcoming, really everything, your way of thinking. And I imagine, like, I know today it's more commonplace for a dad, for a judge to say, yes, the father gets custody versus the mother. But let's face it, in the 80s, that was not necessarily the case. So I can imagine there was a lot that you got to go through and unpack and uncover and deal with in that journey to get to a place that you could co-parent in a way that clearly has, made your son and had a great relationship. The other thing, I want to dive into the video games and what you talked about around feelings and movies and all of the different things. Like you said, they're there manipulating our feelings. I That is one of my passions, to help people